Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of VTuber Movie Club. I hope you come and join the discussion. It's fun. So, my name is Trayvon1. The only significance I had is I brought everybody together. I organized it. That's about all I do. So, other than that, I'm just here to have fun, make friends, and talk about movies, which I love to do. So, yeah. Weird, you go next.
Alright. Hi, I'm Weird Dude. I am a indie VTuber streamer. I do a bunch of other games like Minecraft and Apex Legends, as well as there is another game. Oh, what's the other thing that I do? Frank, I actually, oh my god, my head's just spinning right now. I enjoy talking about movies as well, although it's not something that is my main topic. I do enjoy coming to these discussions, and I hope to have a lot of fun here.
Nice. Well, Wolfie, you're up. Yeah.
I'm Wolfy Valentine, a variety streamer. Do a lot of different stuffs, but I know when Trey talked about the movie club when he first started it, it was pretty interesting, and I don't watch movies too often, so it's a good excuse to watch more movies.
Yeah. That's what I love to do. I love showing people new movies and stuff, so that's awesome. Well, I guess we'll start this off like we usually do with a question, which I should have probably prepared beforehand, so we'll just go with the easy answer of we're talking about Frozen 2 today, you know, Disney princesses and stuff. So what's everyone's favorite Disney princess? Let's keep it simple today.
Ariel.
You love Ariel? Okay.
Yes.
Were you a big fan of The Little Mermaid growing up?
Hell a big fan, bro. I'm upset I still haven't seen the new movie. I know it's not the same, but I still want to watch it just to see.
I mean, it looked cute.
I know everybody was like bashing on how Flounder looks so different.
I mean, but he looks like he looks like a normal fish now. So
True.
But, yeah, that was always an interesting one. I think that one actually could have done good live action. So.
Well, like, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that people have done like a musical-esque version of Ariel, so they got that stuff kind of going on in like theaters or just big plays of it.
Yeah. And
then that's when the actual Disney live action of it came out.
Nice. Yeah. There was something else that came out around it. Oh wait, no, I remember. What I remember from when that came out is that a movie theater like messed up on like the formatting of the trailers or whatever, and I think they overlapped the Little Mermaid live action with the new Transformers movie.
Ooh.
You know, like
Goodness.
Yeah. Did either of you guys see that?
No.
I want to. It seems interesting.
It's on YouTube or whatever for that.
Oh, I did see that.
But yeah, the movie theater messed up, and all like the two trailers were running together, and they weirdly blended together really well. So yeah, so nice. Ariel's a good pick. I think that's a. I mean, who doesn't like a redhead?
True.
So, Weird, what do you got? I gave you a little bit of time.
I'm gonna be quirky and say Vanellope von Sweet.
Bro, my mom loves her too.
Sarah Silverman.
It's like she technically is a princess, so it counts.
I mean, she is. If you guys watched, did you watch
the second
Ralph,
movie? Yeah.
Yeah, Ralph Breaks the Internet. I like that movie. I don't know.
It was really good. People were like mad at it because they say like, oh, it's just a huge marketing campaign for stuff like Twitter and Facebook. But I love the movie. I love it.
I did too. I thought it was really fun, and I liked seeing her interact with all the princesses. that was actually probably one of my favorite moments in the movie, especially when they're all like laying around in like pajamas and stuff. With
Oh,
yes. all
yes.
hell. Yeah, nice. I like it, and I love video games, so I mean it's a great choice.
Yeah, I'm a huge tech nerd, and I was I was obsessed with Herobrine as a kid. I loved it, and Entity 303. If anyone's big Minecraft fans,
Herobrine's
yeah,
my
was
favorite Disney
obsessed.
princess.
What's that again?
Herobrine's my favorite Disney princess.
Oh man. I'm sure there's some lore within all the fan edits that the Herobrine got saved by a big strong man or something. I'm sure there's probably something in there. But yeah, I think that's probably why I was like the whole glitch thing with Vanellope. Probably, I don't know. She was the first one that came to my mind when I thought of Disney princess. So I'm gonna stick with it.
That counts. I allow it, obviously. I mean, she is a princess. Just because she's in a video game doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very bland. I love Elsa. I think she's hot.
No,
she's good looking. She's good looking.
She is.
And frankly, I know everyone like got really tired of like the song "Let It Go" and stuff, but
I mean, little kids were obsessed with it, so you're gonna hear it everywhere from every little kid's device.
But I didn't
like, it's still
like
a really
Fresh,
good song. Just not everybody likes repetition so much.
True, and but I was not around many kids when that was going on, like when it was at its highest. So I never like fully hated that song, and so yeah, Elsa, and then. Second answer, she's not a princess at all. The librarian from an extremely goofy movie. She's not a princess, but I like her a lot. If you've seen an extremely goofy movie, you understand.
I have watched it, but it's been like years.
Remember.
So.
Yeah, it's been forever.
You know what? I'm just gonna bring up a picture of her real quick.
Okay.
Extremely goofy movie.
I get it up on my stream.
Always, for some reason, not Roxanne. What is her name? Sylvia. Oh yeah. 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 Like this one. Here it is. Let's see. There she is. Look. Yeah. This is her disco outfit.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. But also, her in her librarian outfit, too. Like.
Oh, wait, you're trying to stream up now?
Yeah, I just have the tab open real quick. So, yeah, no. Not a Disney princess. Still one of my favorite, or one of my favorite Disney characters. But yeah, so.
Valid.
Yeah, I think it's valid. So, cool. Sweet. So, I think that covers the intro and the question. So, you guys ready to get into the slides?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, today we're going to be talking about Frozen 2 and Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. Who would have guessed, really?
Yeah.
Huh? It's not like we knew this for a month from now. So...
Ooh. Oh, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Alright,
y'all good?
just tell me when we're on which slide.
Sounds good. So, Frozen 2, obviously a classic. We know it's kind of a classic. It's the 13th highest grossing movie in the world.
Really? I didn't even notice that.
Yep. And so, obviously, it's good. People love it. And then Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop. Nice art. Like, nice thing of art, really. So, yeah. And so now
it was just a very happy movie.
Mm-hmm. And now we'll start the discussion. This is Encanto.
Oh my goodness.
Everything just got
Another-
thrown out of the window.
Another Disney classic, I believe now. And
Yeah.
a week or two ago, it was 2 weeks ago, we were supposed to discuss Encanto and Corpse Bride, but I was sick, so I was not able to do it. And so we left it only up to our friends Phoenix and Nina. And I felt bad about that. So, to make it up to them, yeah, we're putting in our input now of Encanto and
I know
Corpse
both
Bride.
these movies.
So, yeah, we're gonna do that. So, let's start with the cast. It's the family madrigal. So, come on. We got Mirabelle. I do not remember all their names, so please help me if I mess
That's
up.
when you gotta sing the song.
I don't remember
That says all their names.
I know. Look, I love the music.
You could have prepared for this. You could have like
I could
listened
have.
to the song over and over.
I made this slide a half an hour ago, so I didn't have time to listen to the song a million times. But I mean, we got Mirabelle, obviously, who's right here. She's the main lead. She's the I don't know. Yeah, she's the one with no magical powers, but is a big driving force in the family madrigal. And then we have Abuela. So obviously, right? That's how you say it, Abuela. I'm
Yes,
terrible when it
Abuela.
comes to Spanish and other languages. And she's the matriarch of the family, and she basically she keeps the family moving and makes sure that you use your gifts to help the town and stuff. This is Mirabelle's sister. Do either of you guys know her name? The one that does the flowers?
Isabella.
Isabella? Okay. I believe so.
Her, yes.
Yes.
The perfect one.
Yes, she is Isabella. She is the perfect child. She grows flowers at the any flowers she can think of and everything like that. She's very well tuned into nature and all that. But she's the perfect child, and she has conflict with Mirabelle at every chance she can. And then we got the strong girl, Mirabelle's Lisa. Thank you. I very much appreciate this because I do not. So she is the strongest of the family. She's obviously she can carry literal buildings and bridges around town, and she basically does all the heavy lifting. Then we got Mirabelle's mom. I don't know if is that in the song? Yeah, her name is told. I just don't remember what it is. It's Mirabelle's mom. She has the power to heal anybody with a home-cooked meal, so she makes food for the town all the time and basically heals them when they eat them, which is a fun, nice mom power, I feel, or something. I don't know.
Is, yeah.
Like
Julieta. That's the
Jul-
mom's name.
Thank you. Yes, that worked. That's good.
Yeah.
And then we
She
got.
just has a Wikipedia page up.
I hope she does. And then this is in the back there. You get Mirabelle's dad. He has no powers, but he's accident prone.
He's a great guy. Look at that face. Look at that thumbs up. Look at that smile. Look at the $1 million smile.
So yes, he's very nice, and he's very accident prone, which I wonder if he.
Such a mood.
Mhm. I wonder if he truly is accident prone, or maybe as a young man he just liked getting hurt to go see Mirabelle's mom. Oh no, I've been
Even in the
hurt.
song, Mirabelle
What
says
the-
he's very accident prone.
We all know he is, but I like to believe he also just liked going and seeing her. This is one of Mirabelle's cousins. I do not remember his name, so
Camilo.
Camilo. Okay. He's able to turn into anybody he wants, so he kind of has an interesting personality. He likes to mess with people. He turns into other people just to mess with them and everything like that. But this also kind of gives him an interesting dynamic of he doesn't truly know himself, kind of thing. Like he's not, like he uses it kind of like as an escape. It kind of seems like, instead of like truly knowing himself, I feel. And then we got the little cousin who could speak to animals. It starts with an
Antonio.
A. Antonio. Okay, yes, Antonio. He is the youngest. He's in the movie. He is getting his gift for the first time. He doesn't even know what it is, and he's worried that he's not going to get a gift. And it turns out he can speak to animals. So he has a bunch of animal friends. His room is awesome. And I would.
There's a whole jungle in his room.
Hell yeah, and I wish I could have it. Next we have Ant, the ant.
Peppa?
Peppa?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. She is able to change the weather just based on her mood. If she's upset, it starts raining. If she's angry, probably like thunderstorm or like hurricane starts. It's pretty interesting power. So she's very emotional, I guess. She is. I'm not trying to be like. I'm not trying. Like that's just her power.
I'm glad I don't have that power then, because I'd be a mess.
Yeah, I don't think. To be truthful, I think a lot of people would be a mess if they had that power. That's like a really weird quirk. And then we got the uncle. He is another one that joined the Madrigals, so he does not have a power, but he loves the ant so much, and he's just happy to be there. He's very nice. I love the uncle.
Oh, yeah, I like.
He's just good vibes all around.
He is the good vibes uncle. You go to the family like get together, and you're like, yeah, I want to hang out with you. He's just chill with Ringback. Which is a good mix, obviously, because his wife is always stressed out. So, yeah. And then finally, their daughter, Dolores?
Yes.
Yes! I got one right. Dolores. And she has supersonic hearing. She's able to hear literally a pin drop on, like, miles away. Which I think would be hell in real life.
Yes.
So many sounds everywhere.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Like, you would definitely hear things you do not want to hear. Also, if you're hearing...
yeah, wasn't there that scene where she like said to Isabella, was like, oh yeah, he wants 5 kids. And
Yes.
stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, she does say that. But also, like, if your hearing is that sensitive, like, wouldn't just, like, talking normally next to someone, like, bust out your eardrums? I guess you can control it, but still. But yeah.
Yeah, there must be, like, a weird catch to it.
Mm-hmm. And, that's basically the cast, except for one character of Family Madrigal, which is Bruno, which we don't talk about.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's able to see the future, which basically made him an outcast because he kept on predicting the future because people wanted him to, and then he only saw bad things and he kind of went into hiding. This is the only true fact I know about the movie. I believe he is voiced by John Leguizamo. If John Leguizamo. If you have seen John Wick, the movie John Wick, he is the auto body or the chop shop attendant. So, weird crossover with Encanto. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have seen John Wick, but he is in that.
I have.
So, he's in other things too, but that's always the one that I can think of whenever I think this movie. So. Cool. So I guess we'll go into some... I got 2 clips for both the movies. They're not too long. But I figured, like, kind of just 2 quick important ones. We got the house basically destroyed. Getting destroyed. Obviously a big moment in the movie. Like, This is like the time when Abuela is like berating.
You are playing it, right? Just making
Yeah,
sure.
I am playing it.
Okay. Okay.
And Abuela basically berates Mirabelle and is like saying, "You're the reason we're losing the magic," and then Mirabelle is standing up for herself and stuff like that. But yeah, so I figured it's just a very important scene, just having the house that they love and stuff basically get destroyed, and then losing all their powers.
I think this was unexpected as well. Like, we all almost saw it coming, but it was like the fact that it actually happened, I think, was just such an insane part of the movie. Like, you don't usually see that, like especially like since we've seen like with Frozen and stuff like that, like stuff is like it almost happens and then like something stops just before it happens, you know?
Yeah.
Like this, like full on just gone. And so I think that also was like really important.
Yeah. No, and I believe this is the start of Disney's like trend now to where like there's not a actual villain. A lot of their Disney movies now don't have like true villains in the sense that they're like evil. It's like kind of more of a philosophy kind of thing. This one being obviously generational trauma and stuff like that, and putting too much pressure on her family. So yeah. Also,
like the house, especially with this whole thing going on, kept saving everybody and pushing them out.
Yeah.
I did like that. It's a nice little feature that the house actually truly loves them, kind of thing, and it has its own personality. So, yeah. I know. I already know I'm gonna be hit with copyright when I upload this to YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably looking at a black screen that says, "Hey, go look at these clips." Okay, because especially with this next one, it would go on to the second clip now. Because obviously, we can't do frickin' Encanto and not talk. I know we should probably talk about. We don't talk about Bruno.
That scene made me cry.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk.
Especially with the song.
Yep, that's why we're playing it. So, hey, copyright, ain't that fun? As long as we talk over a lot of it, I can get some of it maybe shown, but no, it's just. Obviously we have to talk about this whole frickin' scene, because I mean, my god, it's just very powerful.
It's all cutesy and happy with them getting to know each other.
Yeah. I do like this, just that him just basically fainting. Oh shit, we're having triplets. I know he's joking, but.
Wait, were they able to decipher like triplets back in these days?
I mean,
like, I'm sure. Like, I don't know. That was just something I just thought of.
I would think there'd be some way to tell.
That's a good question.
Surely
Obviously, there was a method. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Disney's pretty good when it comes to historical accuracy, so I'm sure there must have been something.
Yeah. Because you can. I'm sure she was far enough into a pregnancy that maybe heartbeats were going, and so the doctor just instead of using an ultrasound, they just use those like hearing amplifying things. I don't actually know what are those called.
The stethoscope?
Stethoscopes. They probably just use that and heard 3 different beats. Look, I might have a science degree, but I'm an idiot when it comes to things, okay? So, but yeah. And then, yeah, just the song, obviously, is just beautiful. I still don't know Spanish.
She breaks down.
Yeah, she does. the way she does, the way I break down watching this scene. Come on.
Mood.
But, no, and then just like him sacrificing himself, and her realizing she has to raise all three on her own. And just like, but in doing so, because of this miracle, she put too much pressure on her children. Damn. There we go. Louisa, yeah. Also, I love Louisa's song, Under Pressure. Probably my third favorite song, because obviously the first is We Don't Talk About Bruno, and then this.
What's the second?
The second one? This is probably second for me, this song.
Oh, this song, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We Don't Talk About Bruno is probably number one, because, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's just it's fun. This one makes me sad, so. But, yeah, and just.
Yeah, Under Pressure stuff.
But also, gotta acknowledge animation, and this it just looks beautiful. Just the look of it. It's very. I'm glad that it's not hitting that uncanny valley. If you guys have heard of that,
Oh, yeah.
anime. So, like, which I think a lot of animation, when it comes that they use real humans, kind of hits at times. So, but
I believe Encanto came out after Frozen 2, and there was one thing
It
about
did.
Frozen 2. Sorry?
it did. I was just saying it did come out.
Yeah,
after
yeah. There was one thing about Frozen 2 that had always bothered me is the very Disney characters in the Frozen environment just didn't work well overall. Like, I know I'm talking about Frozen 2 before we talk about Frozen 2, but
Nah.
I just like where Frozen 2's environment felt more like something out of Monster Hunter World. And then you get the Disney characters that look like this. It didn't fit very well. Whereas
Yeah.
in Encanto, they managed to really master that super realistic look of the environment like that, and still be able to input the Disney style characters so well. And I think that they did an amazing job here.
Yeah, no, they did. They know they've learned to like blend it, because while it's nice to have like that super realistic environment, it is kind of jarring with the character
Yeah.
at times. So. Oh hey, and now that's an advertisement for Haunted Mansion, which I'm excited for. All right, now let's change gears a little bit. We'll go with Corpse Bride real quick. We'll try and do this quicker, but also an amazing movie. We got just go to the cast actually. So just go to the cast. So first off, Victor. He's the main lead. He's very scrawny. He's getting married. He's getting married to Victoria, the living girl. But he is very much a klutz, I will say. So, and so he's nervous. He doesn't know what it's an arranged marriage that's going on, so he doesn't know how to react. And with that, and once he finally meets her, he's all like, "Oh my God, she's beautiful. I would like to marry you." And he just kind of falls apart a little bit because he's nervous, which we all have. And so kind of messes up the wedding practice, which leads him to go practice in the woods, which makes him accidentally propose to the hottest corpse, Emily. I'm just I guess I'm saying all of my whatever I think hot is today. I don't know why. But yes, Emily is the corpse bride. She was murdered when she was going to get married, which sucks because she's pretty, very pretty. And then, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, please interject whenever you guys want, if you guys have anything to say. I'm just kind of going through the cast.
No,
I mean, you make
you're
wrong.
good.
Emily's very pretty. Because,
Yes.
like, imagine her alive. Just even more friendly. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
just love Tim Burton art style. That's so. It's the creepy aspect, but it's still like well drawn and not too far into the creepy.
yeah, I like it too. And Emily's just sweet. She's very she's obviously she was wronged in her life, and then when she died, she still wanted to get married and stuff like that. So when Victor proposes, even though he doesn't mean to, she obviously accepts and is very excited to marry him and everything like that. So obviously Victor very freaked out because he just proposed to a corpse. But he's wrong to be nervous. Anyway, next is Victoria, the living girl. She is the one that is being arranged to marry Victor. Her family, which we'll go over in a second, is very poor at the moment. But they were once wealthy, and they want to try and reclaim that wealth. But she's very sweet. She's nice. She likes to play piano, even though it's unladylike for the time. Don't worry about that. And she likes Victor after meeting him, even though he's so nervous and like kooky. He's quirky.
Well, yeah, I could have that.
but yeah, and so she is basically the love interest and wants to help Victor after finding out that he proposed to a corpse. Next, we got the villain, Birkin. It's not Birkin, that's from Resident Evil. I looked at it for like 2 seconds of the name. He's an asshole.
He is.
He's a big asshole. He's invited to this wedding, and basically like takes over the wedding to marry Victoria, thinking that her parents still were wealthy, because he's also a poor bitch, even though he's like conned many women out of money. And so yeah, he's an asshole. And then, spoiler alert, weird, we find out that he is the one that killed Emily. So he's the one that kills the corpse bride, because he lied to her and said, "Oh yeah, we'll get married," and then he killed her.
Don't run away. Meet at this tree. Bring all your jewels and coins.
Yep. And so he kills her, and then he's trying to get with Victoria, and yeah, that's kind of the whole thing with that, without spoiling exactly what happened at the end. Next we have yeah, I know. Next we have just Victoria's parents, who are a weird mishmash. I can't say that. Whatever. Her dad's super short. Her mom's really tall. They also both look weird. He looks like a frog. They're poor now. They were once rich, and they want money. So they arranged to have Victoria marry Victor to get some money. That's really all that's important with them.
Are they the red ones?
Yes, the one in the red. Sorry.
Oh.
So that's Victoria's
The
parents.
mismatch thing. It's because they were arranged.
That's
Also,
okay.
'cause I think there was a part where they were saying, because Victoria was complaining, like, what if I don't love him?
Mm.
And the parents were like, it doesn't matter. Marriage is a business deal kind of thing. That's their look on it. So
Got
that's
it.
why they're so mismatched.
Got it. That explains.
I just don't understand how Victoria. I mean, like, those genetics don't work out anywhere there. I don't know, that's just me. But
what?
okay, carry on.
No. I think it is a joke that all of like their descendants look exactly like this frog man. Victoria's like the first like woman that's been born in a while, I think. Like, cause there's like a hall of like paintings of like their descendants, and they all look like this man. And she's like there, and then there's the outlier of her being pretty and stuff. So, but the last two are Victor's parents. They don't play too big of a role in the movie, same as with Victoria's parents. but they agreed to this arranged marriage and stuff. Just to be truthful, I think they just wanted their son to get laid. They're not. They're
I
not.
doubt it.
They're all like, God, our son can't pull, so we gotta do
We're
something.
gonna do it for him.
Yeah, and because they're actually, so they're fish dealers, like fish market people, and so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so they're wealthy.
That's why they still have money.
Yes, so they are wealthy, but they're looked down upon by Victoria's parents because they're fish mongrels or whatever. But
This ain't for like y'all.
yeah, and this ain't poor ass bitches. But yeah, and like I said, they don't play too much of a role besides arranging the marriage and like supporting their son. That's about it. But I felt like putting it in because I talked about Victoria's parents, so. Now for the clips. Of course, we're going to play the main song because I would. I know, right?
Oh,
Just
full stop motion.
Yes. Oh, I should have explained that. So it's full stop motion. So this is called Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. I do not believe he directed this movie, if I remember correctly from Google. So he did not direct this movie. He did come up with the idea for it.
Mm. It's like how Victor's all freaking out, and these people are just breaking out in song.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
It's very well done. Yeah. Okay, he co-directed this one. Unlike Nightmare Before Christmas, where he did not direct at all. I think he produced it. So he did co-direct this one with Mike Johnson. But he did come up with like
Foreshadowing of the shadows.
yes. So this is like the main song that everybody remembers, and it's telling the story of the corpse bride, of like what happened to her. So once again, going to very much be hit with copyright because of this, but hey,
Yeah.
it's okay. We put up with that. Once again, I have all the clips. They're all on YouTube, so I'll just provide a link in the description if you guys want to see it of what we are talking about. But no, this whole thing is very stylized. It's all stop motion, which is amazing, and freaking, it looks beautiful.
So cool.
I know some of Tim Burton's movies are very iconic for their stop motion.
Yes, he's one of the few that still do it. I wish stop motion was still used, but a lot of people don't use it anymore. Him and Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson does it because Wes Anderson did Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs and stuff like that. So.
I'm guessing that like shadowy part looks a bit closer to the animated than I'd imagine.
Yeah. And of course, if we're going to talk about stop motion, we got to talk about Leica. Leica's amazing. They're the ones that did Paranorman, The Box Trolls, Coraline. All amazing movies. So, which I believe.
I loved Coraline.
Wolfie, did you put that on the list? It was either you or Nina put Coraline on the list, I believe. So I believe we do have it on the list, and if it's not on,
yeah. Wouldn't doubt it.
if it's not on the list, we'll put it in for Halloween because we will be doing a special. So Halloween we might have like try and do
Five
week
Nights
to
at
week.
Freddy's.
Yeah, I think maybe
I'm
each week.
excited for that one.
Maybe each week we do like a movie club with different movies.
That would be fun.
Because I love Halloween. Halloween's my one of my favorite holidays. We'll do that for Halloween and maybe Christmas because it's Christmas. Whoops. There. We'll move on to clip.
Good.
Yes. We'll move on to clip 2 now. So, which is not like an important scene 100%. So now we're later on, very much later on in the movie. Victoria knows about the corpse bride now, and knows about Victor, but everyone thinks she's hysterical because it's the old ages. You know, we can never believe women. Fucking, I hate the old ages, but that's why she's horrified. Like if you see, like as you can see in her look right now, she's kind of like has a horrified look. She knows about the corpse bride.
Oh, there you go. See.
She's very traumatized from this, and she wants to save Victor. And so she's, so they think that she's all crazy. There's no corpse, and she was forced to marry the asshole. But this is the scene where all of the dead rise because Victor and Emily agree to get married. So Victor and Emily are coming up from there to come up there. So they all go to the surface, all the dead. And this is just a fun scene because everybody sees the dead and freaks the hell out.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
This
and
dude
there's...
such a pussy poo hiding under the table.
He is. He is. I used to be
Even
in
the
your
best
dick.
kids are laughing at him.
Yeah. Oh yes, I don't. You might be a second or so behind, but
The meat on the
it-
bones.
no, it's his grandfather. I don't know. You might be a few seconds behind, but his
Oh,
grandfather.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're obviously a few seconds behind, but
Yeah.
it's just you know what? Do you want me to pause it? Or are you good?
Oh yeah, just pause and tell me the time code.
2:36.
Okay, you can go.
Okay. But everyone's all scared and stuff by the dead. Except for one brave little boy. And then he gets eaten.
No.
See, look, he's lifting it up. He's gonna eat his brain. Grandpa?
Ah!
Sweetie pie! Gertrude! My dear, I don't give a damn. Which is a weird Gone with the Wind reference that no kid at this era would know. Yeah. Victoria
She
is...
doesn't know what the frick just happened.
She's still traumatized. She's getting over it now.
She doesn't even move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is the reveal that he was only in it for the money. Who would have guessed?
And now he's going crazy.
Yep.
Plan has been foiled.
that little up down up down.
Wait,
down.
I would usually probably like stop it now, but we're gonna go to the whole clip because I just like the ending of it, of this little clip.
Mhm.
Oh, this is a big cake.
Getting along.
So yeah, so all the dead have risen for a wedding. Victor is going to drink poison, basically. To marry
Yes, I can
Emily.
Be with Emily.
Yes. Quiet down, we're in a church. Yeah, there's the priest is another character. I didn't really mention him, but he obviously runs the church, and he's basically like, the dead can't come in here, and the dead's all like, yeah, whatever. We're just gonna walk on past and be like, quiet down, we're in a church. But that's Corpse Bride, and if you haven't seen it, give it a watch. It's great. I don't know. I don't think
It's a good movie.
I don't think it's on any streaming services at the moment, but
It's
maybe it'll
on
come.
Disney.
Is it on Disney? I thought it was taken off Disney.
Hold on, let me check. I got Disney up on my PC. I can check right now.
Google says no for Disney. So.
Dang.
Yes, sadly.
I thought it was still there, but I guess yeah, they probably removed it.
I think it's like right. I think they have to get the rights or something. I don't remember. Because this isn't a Disney movie. This was.
Oh.
This I believe was a. Let me check.
Burton's movie.
Yeah, I guess it's Tim Burton's movie. Let's say, I believe it was on Mac, or like HBO Max for a while there. Yeah, this is a Warner Bros. Movie, so it just feels like it. A Disney movie, but okay. Now we'll actually get into what we were, here to actually talk about.
Yeah.
So, Frozen 2, like I said, it's the 13th highest grossing movie of all time. I did have the number up. Let me see how much it made. Highest earning movies.
I just realized in this photo you can see all the spirits.
Yes, you can. So this movie, 13th highest grossing movie, I'm going to stress that again, made 1,453,683,476 as a lifetime
Damn.
gross. And yet, the number one movie, which is still Avatar, with the blue people.
Wait, isn't it Endgame now? It should have been Endgame.
No, Avatar got re-released again so that I can
Oh, yes.
remember. And so, it is still Avatar, and that has made $2,923,706,026. So,
That shouldn't be a number.
I know, right? So the number one movie is still basically 2 times as much as how much Frozen 2 made.
Wow.
And that's insane.
But then you can also think of it as that Frozen 2 grossed half the amount of the top grossed movie.
That's also, yeah, the glass half full kind of thing. So, we'll go with the cast. It's actually not that big of a cast. I left out some minor characters because I also made, like I said, I made this like 2 hours ago, really quickly. We got Elsa and Anna, which is this I took off of the internet, which is just a cardboard cutout, actually, I guess, of the two.
Yeah.
But Anna's the redhead.
It works.
Yeah. Anna's the redhead. She does not have any magical powers, but she's very whimsical and believes in. She's very optimistic and everything like that. And then we have Elsa, who is the magical one. She has the power of ice. She's able to, shoot out ice, make ice out of anything, kind of thing. And she's the Queen of Arendelle, and is just more level-headed than Anna, I would say. So, then we got...
In a way,
Yeah.
We'll discuss.
We'll discuss it, yeah. And then we have Kristoff and Sven. Kristoff is the man, Sven is the reindeer. Sven is a reindeer. We don't have to go too deep into that, but Kristoff is Kristoff is Anna's love interest. They've been dating since the first one, and he's trying his hardest to propose to Anna in this movie. So, like, throughout the entire movie, he just wants to propose, but she's off on the adventure with Elsa. So, and he keeps on being left behind. He has an awesome freaking ballad and shit like that.
He does.
I love that song.
It's like one of my favorite songs.
The Into the Woods.
No.
Lost in the Woods.
Lost in the Woods, yeah.
Oh, Lost in the Woods, yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. I actually have the thing on my slides for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After we do the cast, we'll switch over to your slides. That way we get you. Because this is your movie, so we'll do that. And then obviously Olaf. Everybody knows Olaf. Do I need to really? It's Josh Gad. He's a snowman that Elsa made, and he like has permafrost and stuff, so he never melts. He's very. I like his character in this. I like him a lot more in this one than I do in the first one.
Yeah.
It's been some years since the first movie, so he's trying to learn and everything and like grow, it's very interesting. And then the last two are minor characters, but I liked them, and also I very much think Sterling, I believe his name is Sterling Brown, I forget actually, let me look up that, I know his name is Sterling, but, Matthias, there we go. So, this man is Lieutenant Destin Matthias, I believe.
Yeah,
yes, and he is voiced by Sterling K. Brown. He is a very handsome man. That's why I added his picture too. He's well known for the show This Is Us, if any of you guys have seen that. So, very emotional show on ABC or something like that. I don't actually remember. And then I don't actually know Yelena. It's like Yelena or something like that. That's her name.
I think so. That sounds about right.
I am very bad with names, so sorry if that is wrong. It is like Yelena, and she is the leader of the nomadic tribe that they have in this magical enchanted forest. And Matthias is the leader of the soldiers of Arendelle that were all trapped in this enchanted forest that no one can get into and no one can get out of because the spirits got angry and kind of just trapped both groups, and they apparently age very slowly in there. I don't actually know why that happens, but yeah. So we'll switch over to Weird's slides that way.
Oh wait, I just.
So we'll do Frozen 2, because, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Frozen 2 first.
Yes.
Start that first. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there. Okay. There we go. Frozen 2. I thought that I didn't have much time on my hands, and I thought that Google Slides had better fonts. That's my excuse for this slide. This terribly made slide. Are you there yet, Troy?
I don't have access to. Is this a video? Or is this just a picture? Yeah.
No, there are videos.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't. That's
wait.
fine. That's fine.
No. I can quickly like 2 minutes. Sure.
It just says I don't have access to the...
Yeah, I can probably... Oh, that would have been so fun to have on stream. That's my ID photo.
Oh, wait. Oops. I should have sent you... Yeah, I also sent
I'm
you
just gonna like...
for some reason, so don't look at that. Don't have your email open. There you go. I just set a request sent.
That should... Okay, are you able to see the first video? Just test it.
One sec. Technical difficulties. This happens.
See if this is what... Like I'm... Like...
Saying... If you open up your email, I sent you a request to get access.
Okay,
I sent you two. One of them don't. One of them is my actual email, because of course it automatically does that one for some reason. I gotta just sign out of that on here.
Yeah, I should do that on mine as well. I should have like my personal email. In fact, I should have my gaming, the thing that I use for streaming, that account on a separate web browser. I can use that. I know that other people do that. Where's my Gmail? I just opened it. Okay. That was for the first one. Are you able to see the first slide now?
1 second.
I didn't do this with the
Yeah, and I didn't think so either.
Oh wait, private team only? Maybe if I do this? Okay, now are you able to do stuff? Maybe try reload the link.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Are all the videos showing?
I just have to like click it, and then it sends me to a different thing. So that's
okay. Okay.
I got it. It's up. So, there we go. We'll just dox each other. It's okay.
Yeah.
If we do it together, I mean.
Yeah, then we both have blackmail for each other, so it like cancels out.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm just kidding. We wouldn't blackmail.
Alright, I'm clicking play on the clip. The spirit.
Okay, yeah,
right?
on Frozen 2. Oh wait, are we doing the clip straight? Oh, okay. I wasn't prepared. Why is my clip not showing? There we go. Okay.
So
yeah. So this one, I was just like really impressed with just the minor detail. Like I don't know how, like I didn't see it throughout the first time watching the movie when I was watching it in the theater with my friends. Like that bit where the smoke first appears, like there's that big spark in the sky, and like if you look at it closely, it does show the spirit's like compass, basically.
Yeah, the thing that is a good. I never noticed that either. But yeah, you see the fire, and then you see Elsa's like burst of energy kind of thing.
Yeah, that like it's such a small. I think like maybe a total of 10 frames, if even, are taken up by that. I'm gonna call it the spirit compass, just because it's like a compass. Like about 10 frames are taken up, so I'm not surprised I didn't see it the first time. But watching it through, like when I needed to for this club, I then noticed it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. It's like, it's such a like, yeah, there's so much in the movie that I probably could have spoken about, but I just didn't want to have too much, because I wasn't sure how many people were going to be here, and I already had like 8 things, like for the rest of the movie. But yeah, I just thought that was such a cool detail to have for, just it's almost like what is it called? When you're referring, when you're like giving a hint to something in the future, something's gonna happen in the future.
Foreshadowing. It's foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing, yes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think that was just like a really interesting detail there. There was something else in the script, which is why it was so long, and I can't remember. Was it something here?
Can we just talk about how basically the spirits' plans, because obviously there was the whole like prophecy that there would be a bridge between the humans and the spirits. So basically, the spirits' plans after being angered was to make Anna and Elsa's parents get laid. Just to make like
people getting laid.
it's true though, isn't it?
Every time you refer to people getting laid for a very specific reason, I'd have 2 nickels.
But isn't it true? It's weird. Like that's their they're like we're gonna have them make a baby. Like
well, I mean, it was they. I guess it wasn't technically the spirits that saved the dad. Technically.
No, but well,
the
she.
spirits did give
the
it to
mom
the child
asking the
of-
spirits to help her save him, kind of thing.
I know. I just wanted to say that because I thought it would be funny. So to be truthful.
No, but maybe you're right. Maybe
It was the spirits' plans all along. They knew that they were made for each other. So, but yeah, no. That is a cool detail, though. Like I said, I just wanted to say a dumb joke.
Let's
So.
talk about them being late. Alright, and then the next slide.
It's this picture, right?
Oh,
Just-
this one I would
or just a picture.
No, it's okay. I've gone through and like.
Whoopsie.
Wait, which one is this?
I definitely just doxed myself there. Whoopsie.
Oh no.
Because of course it defaults to that. Whatever. It's fine.
I
I'll
need
edit it
to
out
sign
later.
out of mine.
Then no one's going to truly care. So. Yeah.
Okay, so on my drive I've shared all of my stuff. Whether that counts towards the thing, I guess we're about to find out.
We will see.
Try and watch a thing now.
Yeah,
Unless
I
you
will.
just
I did not.
email
So. Let's see. Does this work? There we go. Yep, the rocks.
Oh yes, yes.
Yes, so you did it. That's good. I wish it would stop defaulting me. Well, that's a problem for later. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll just-
Alright, so you're. I'm just gonna put it on. And then, so, I just chose this because it's. I just found it extremely funny. The line that where Olaf goes, like when you pretend to be Kristoff and you're like, I just need to go talk to some rocks about my childhood. I just freaking. I don't know about you guys. I freaking died on rewatching that scene. I completely forgot about that, and that is definitely the freaking funniest line of I think both the movies. Unless someone could come up with a funnier line, I don't think. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. That was the whole purpose of this film.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else has anything to say about this whole moment or anything. This
I
is
like-
just my.
I liked the charades that they did. I think that's a fun thing. It makes you think of how they passed the time in Old Navy. Like, obviously, without.
Yeah, because especially
That
like
kind of
later
stuff?
at night. Yeah. because like I'd imagine in the day there's a whole lot of stuff. I mean, there are princesses, and I'm guessing that Kristoff helps a lot too with stuff like that. So I'd imagine that they're very busy throughout the day. So seeing them interact at night. Hold up! I just isn't that? I just noticed. Look, the guy in the background. The photo, the left photo. I don't know if you have it on loop, but I have it on loop. The guy that's stuck in the wall is in the background frame. He's there.
Matthias?
Matthias, yeah. Matthias is in the background.
I mean, she does state that. She does
what
say.
specific picture location is.
Yeah.
That's how she remembers.
That's how she remembers them. Is that she remembers exactly the location of the picture. So that must be.
Yeah.
Is that him? I guess it's a kind of blurry on mine. So.
Yeah, no. For me, it's pretty clear. Like it's Matthias, and then also the general commander that Matthias ran under.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, that is such an interesting detail that I didn't know until now. Like I was just doing this because this was funny, and now I found something that's like even deeper. Yeah, there's another picture, but I can't make out what it is. It looks like it's in a church hall or something like that on the left side. But it's too blurry for me to see.
Yeah, the picture is really blurry on my screen, so don't worry.
To be fair, they probably have some background blur as well, probably like focusing on the foreground.
Yeah, well they did that. They did background stuff in the first one too. They had a Rapunzel and Flynn at the wedding at their coronation. So.
Oh, I think I remember that, but I don't.
But let's,
okay, I don't know.
Yeah, let's move on to the next clip.
Yeah.
I think. So Sven. That's when she's looking at the things.
Oh, this one was also just I enjoyed this. The fact that you think that the spirits are the bad guys here, and then find out later that it was actually just trying to protect was so freaking cool. And then the main reason was just that scene right there. Pushing on 10. It's just I don't. Those two clips, I just I put in there because I thought that they were very funny. I thought that we would have a lot to talk about as well, but let's have a few laughs. Yeah, those rocks in this. I don't know if anyone else did anything of this area of this scene.
It's very. I very much liked when she freezes all of the icicles and stuff like that in the air. It does that. It's very pretty. I remember that.
Yeah, I think I have the full clip of her doing it later, if not after this. It might be directly after. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, that scene is definitely very cool. You know, I'm just wondering. Oh yeah, we saw that those crystals were gone by the time they got back to Arendelle, so they definitely didn't melt. I was just thinking, since they were kind of spirit crystals, I was wondering oh, did they not go away immediately, or did they not melt? But yeah, they definitely melted. I can't think as much else to say of this scene. Anybody else?
I don't know. I think it's. I mean, it's very self-explanatory. It's
yeah.
Just,
I don't know.
So next we got Trees Go Burr.
Oh, this was just such a fun detail that I loved to see. I don't know how many people noticed it. I didn't notice it through the 2 times that I watched the movie. I watched it a 3rd time just to be sure that I didn't miss anything. And within it, you see the wind spirit going around in the trees, and like I just thought that was so freaking cool that you could see, you could see exactly where the wind spirit was at that moment throughout that small scene where you see it from top down from the tree's perspective. I just needed to talk about that because I thought that was such a sick detail. Where this is not just trees bustling in the wind and some like cool climactic effect that some movies do use to try and add some ambience to the movie. This is the wind spirit like getting excited, like, hey, we actually got something here. This is super cool, and you can see that like, oh, the wind spirit's actually excited about it. So I wanted to talk about it, and
yeah, and I like
yeah.
I also like the look of Olaf during the scene, of being all lit up and stuff,
Yes.
so it's very cute.
Yeah, we've never seen him like this before, and I think when he was glowing like that, really showed the like snowflakes for his permafrost. Like I barely noticed it for like most of the movie until this point here, and then after that, I really noticed that he has snowflakes on him to represent his permafrost, which I think was also like really cool to show here. And if anyone else has anything about this scene as well, I probably should have made these clips a little longer just to have a bit more meat in them, you know?
Well, we'll switch over to.
Yeah, you have some things.
I have. Yeah, I got like 6 clips, and they're not pretty
Okay.
long. So.
Yeah. So I think there's that.
2 of them still, for some reason, just aren't working. That's fine. What we can
like
describe them. Yeah, it says they're kind of just,
Lost
yeah. It's just whatever. It's okay. We'll describe them very well.
Oh wait, I think that I don't remember actually what to say.
Here, why don't we'll do the horsey one, because that's the only other one I have access to, and then we'll switch over.
Oh, and that's one that you actually wanted to, so that's fine.
Yeah, so let's do horsey, then we could switch over to the other
Okay.
slides.
Yeah, because that other one that you're referring to it's just the Lost in the Woods scene. It's not the whole scene, but it's just part of it where he's singing it. We can go back.
Yeah, I think we all know the scene that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Lost in the Woods,
I just like wanted to dig deeper into the lyrics, just because like this like the last probably 30 seconds to a minute of lyrics was just like so hard hitting, and I was like, I need to speak about it, but I can say it out loud, so I'm not singing it. No.
Come on.
All right, let's play the horsey.
Yeah. Okay. So
This was a pretty long one, so
yeah.
this one we can have more to speak about.
I
I know you also wanted to talk about this.
I did. I also have this on mine, so we'll skip that. Or I could delete that.
On
Real quick. I'll just delete that real quick. I got time. So.
Oh, this is one that doesn't work for you.
No, this one does work. The horsey one does.
Oh,
work.
okay.
I also just have this in my slides too. So.
Okay.
But yeah, no. I just I love the just the animation, like the water animation, is amazing. So and like her running up on the rocks looks really great. But also just, and then her like freezing. I think that's the biggest complaint I could say about this movie that I have is that all of the spirits are so easily like calmed. There's not much of it. Literally, they just come in real quick. They mess up. They like do like a little bit of destruction, and then Elsa just like easily like tames them and calms them down. So,
yeah, the little lizard, like I think that was like fair. I mean, he's just a little guy. So like I'm
Yeah.
okay with the little lizard guy. I think that was a good. That would have been a good.
He is
yeah,
adorable.
he's really cute.
I'm
I
not
think-
saying it's a bad, like, it's not, like, a bad thing. It's just, I wish they did. I don't know, I think more story reason is, like, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I think the lizard could have been like a good starting point to have exactly that. The lizard, the way the lizard was, I'm gonna say tame.
Yeah, I think that's fine, but, like, the
and
wind
then, like, for
and
the wind, and that could have been a
horse,
much
I think.
more difficult thing because, yeah, I agree.
like even, like, in this scene, it's a minute. Literally, she tames him in a minute.
Yeah, this
That's it.
This entire clip that I made from the time that she runs into the water is a minute and a half long, and
Yeah,
by the
and
end of that,
she's already tamed it. Like, it's like, I get that it's water, though I will say, her, like, the horse trying to just drown her, pretty, like, savage.
yeah.
Like, jeez. But she, like, it takes barely any time for her to, like, actually tame the thing. Like, yeah. Like, I think the lizard, or, like, the salamander is, like, the best one, because it's, like, she actually has a little bit of trouble, because she has to, like, protect Anna and Kristoff and all that. Like, there's a bunch of, like, there's things going on. Whereas here, it's like, okay, cool, I use my ice to make some rains around you. Cool. You're my friend now.
Yeah.
And then, what even happens with, the wind, like...
I can't even remember the wind.
All she, like, it does, like, a tornado around her, and then she, like, blasts her ice out, and then it's done. That's it.
Yeah, that felt so weak. Like, wind is... Like, fire is controllable. I mean, she's freaking ice. Like,
Yeah.
Fire is controllable. It makes sense how easy that would have been. Wind is so strong. Like, I don't understand how, like, that, as you say, she just broke out of it and then they were okay with her, you know? It didn't make any sense.
And
Yeah, the water could have definitely been a better struggle.
yeah, and
Or at least gone on for longer. Although the animation budget was a lot, probably.
that's the only thing, is that it's like, it's so beautiful looking that it's kind of like a you kind of ignore it. You kind of ignore it.
I also wanted to just say, like as you say, like me and you are both men of science.
Yes.
So I think just the idea that a force of water is so vigorous / thick that it creates a shadow. Like, there's that one moment. Oh, my bitrate just absolutely plummeted. What's going on? Why am I in the red? Why am I in the red? Why is OBS red? I don't like this. I don't like red. I have blue hair for a reason. Why is everything red? Why is my CPU at 100%? Oh, are we good yet? Hello? Sorry, I don't know what's going on. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, no, I'm dropping frames. What's happening? What? I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm sure... Oh no, I'm dropping frames rapidly! What the... I'm going like 30... I'm dropping 30 frames a second! What is... My stream is literally gonna be at 0 FPS right now.
Oh, wait.
Because I'm at... What's going on? My GPU is fine, my CPU is fine, my internet is outputting the amount that I have for streaming. Oh, you know what? Because I'm in South Africa, I have to... and I make that very public, so I'm not DDoSing myself. Because I'm in South Africa, I have to do a... what do you call it? I have to use almost like it's a relay server. I have to use a relay server to actually stream, otherwise it just doesn't do anything. Or it like drops many frames. I've done this before and it worked a lot, but I think that the place that I am using is getting what's called load shedding, and basically that means that we don't have electricity for 2 hours.
Okay.
Because the government sucks. What is why? Okay, well I'm still recording, so that's fine.
Okay.
It's
So-
okay.
Why don't we?
You know,
We'll switch over to the other slides and do a quick little more with Frozen 2, and then we'll switch up, and then we can do Words Bubble Up.
Okay.
So.
It was just the scene in the beginning with the crystals, like the whole, like where she's walking through the forest and the different variants of the spirits and stuff like that go through.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So-
Well, like, what else can I say besides it's freaking beautiful? I think that's
Yeah.
anything any of us
It is
could
very
ever
pretty.
say that.
So, we'll switch to the other slides. We have
Yeah.
more clips from Frozen 2. They should have sound, I
It's
believe.
getting
So,
yeah, we're going through it very not quickly. Okay.
we'll go through it relatively quickly because we talked a lot on the other ones. So, start off clip. I just label them clip 1. So, we just have the intro song. The Some Things Never Change kind of thing. So, I don't know, I think it's a fun intro song. So I figured, like, just play through it, but... and it's a... I chose it just because it is an interesting outlook, and that she, like, just believes that not everything... Like, there's things that don't change and stuff like that, but... But yeah. So gonna get hit with copyright with this one. I'm gonna keep on repeating that. So the clips will be in the description, because this one for sure is gonna get hit. But yeah, and I think it's just fun. I think it's a good intro song. I'm glad this started. Like, I know they technically started with the like song that her mom sings, but I think this is a better one. And I don't know. It's nice seeing everybody, because it's been 10 years. It was like 10 years from the first movie, so it's like it's a good introduction to everybody, seeing what everybody is doing after those 10 years. So, and I forgot that the like that guy that gives them winter clothes is there, but
oh yeah,
that was the guy from the first one. So like he says, "Big summer blowout." Yeah, but and I like this. Like, I like Kristoff, that he's trying, he wants to propose and stuff.
yeah.
And stuff.
And Anna's same as before. Like, she hasn't changed from the first movie much.
No, she's still very optimistic and everything like that. So,
At the end of this movie, she changed a lot though, so that was...
yes.
I think we're up to... so like...
Olaf just like threw the fish into the ocean.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
been
so we're like right on time.
Oh, perfect. Okay, this little line, and you all look a little bit older. That was a hit when you see that in the theater, because it's been 10 years. So.
Oh.
So I did watch this. So I watched this movie in the theater, and
Yeah, same.
and so it was. Like I said, it's a great intro, but definitely the frickin' line of, "Oh, and you all look a little bit older." That was nice. I liked it. So, I don't know. There's not much to say. It looks pretty. The song's nice, but might as well just play through it. We're already almost at the end. And I like the message of the song. There's some things that don't change necessarily in your life. Like, for some people, the people you love and stuff like that doesn't change, and that doesn't go away. So, but yeah. The next clip we got is something. Let me check. The ship. I chose the shipwreck when they find the ship. So, this is like... Yeah, I figured this is kind of a big, important scene. So at this point in the movie, Gale and the salamander are already calmed.
Tamed.
So, yeah, they're tamed. Yeah.
This is one of the key parts what I was talking about, where the Disney characters in a hyper realistic. Okay, I can't call it hyper realistic. You get games like hyper just a super realistic environment with Disney characters. I feel like this point here is where it really just stood out.
Yeah, you definitely say like the wood is very like realistic, like the rocks and everything. Like it is jarring to see, but I mean it's very
Olaf especially
very impressive. Yeah, it is very impressive though. I still say.
Oh yeah, no, these are very nice environments, and I love all of this.
So like,
I just noticed how squishy Olaf's feet are.
Yeah, it's snow.
I thought that they would be like hard as rock.
So I do very much enjoy this movie. I think it's a fun movie and it's good. I just feel as though not much happens in this movie. Like, especially compared to the first movie. It's
I suppose.
Like really it's just like, okay, cool. Arendelle's in trouble. We're gonna go into the Enchanted Forest, calm some spirits. Okay, we're done. Like, not much happens. Like, it's... Like, I don't know. Like, the story is not as big or it's, like, as more of a threat, I would say, as the other one. So...
I think, like... mainly because you can, like, divide this movie up into 3 parts. You have everything's A-okay. We're gonna go into the forest and calm some spirits. Elsa's going to figure out herself. That's the entire movie summarized right there.
Yeah.
Whereas like the first movie, you had sisters who were separated. Sisters are now together. Sisters now need to take over. Elsa needs to figure out her powers. Elsa blows up her powers. Yeah, there's just so much more to the other movie. You're entirely right.
And it's not a bad thing. Like, I think that
It's still a great movie.
this is why I actually weirdly like that we got this movie and Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop together, because both of these movies, not much happens, but they're both great movies. Like, like it's because I know there's some people in the world that are all like, I can't enjoy a movie unless there's like a ton of action or like there's a big story going on or anything like that. But these are two like great examples of movies that not much happens, but it's a great movie. It's like just a fun little journey you get to see them go through and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, we get skip number 3. We already went over it. It's the taming of the horse and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So number 4. Okay, so this is when she's going through her memories. Yeah. So this is after. I think this is after the song, but this is when she's going through the memories of water. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's like a thing in this movie. But yeah, I do like when she destroys Hans. That's funny. So.
That and the part she's cringing about herself singing "Let It Go."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So. Yeah, and this is the reveal that Arendelle was the one that attacked the North Uldra. That's what they're called. They just said it. But yeah, and so it's a nice point. I know. Obviously it's just commentary on colonialism and everything like that, and not trusting people just because and stuff like that. Obviously, it's a big story about the Native Americans and stuff like that. So, because a lot of their teachings and like stuff are bigger inspirations for the nomads. So. Yeah.
I will say the part that I like the most about this is with the whole beginning song that the mom sings to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
That whole verse of like when this little lullaby goes dark, it's kind of showing what's happening right now. Because even though she wanted this information, she had to jump down this freaking huge part just to get the information, and now she's like freezing up.
I love this YouTube video because it was all like very sad, depressing. Oh hey, look, Elsa gets freed. Do. Hey, guess what? You want to buy it on DVD? But if you listen to the audio cue as well, when she shoots off the thing, you can hear the part in that song where it says, "Or you drown."
Yes.
So if you listen closely, or drown. So mixed in
nice
with
play
the
on music.
yes. So which obviously Disney's always been great with.
Oh,
audio.
I hear it now.
Yeah. So Disney's always been good with audio when it comes to doing stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Also like that, like, it gave a look at, like, I'm not saying we should move into a single tone movie making at all, but I think the fact that we managed to tell such a great story of the past with just white. Like, there was no colors, there was no monotone or anything. It was just white. Like, sure, there's shading and stuff. But like, we managed to get like a whole backstory so nicely, and like you know who everyone is. It's not just like, oh, that one's unrecognizable, I don't know who that's supposed to be. It's like, it's so cool that like we managed to get like a whole sequence of just pure white. It sounds
with
crazy.
barely anything. It is very cool.
Yeah. Like, go back to someone in like 2005 and say, yeah, there's a scene just of like pure white characters, and like we get a whole story out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of like
that.
it's the inverse. It's the inverse of the episode from Very Odd Parents when he wishes that he was if he was like everyone was the same. So, if anyone's seen that episode of The Fairly Odd Parents, the inverse of that, you actually can see, you know who they are. But, okay, so the next clip is I figured the destruction of the dam. So, which is like, this is Anna's big moment. And I actually like that start. I do like this, because Matthias is... So this whole time, Matthias believes that it was the North Uldran that attacked first, and so this is the moment that he realizes that he was on the wrong side of that battle, and feels bad. And I don't think it was shown it might have been shown in that clip, but it turns out the dam that the Arendelles made to try and vitalize, give peace or whatever, or revitalize the forest, actually was hurting it. So.
Oh yeah.
That is why during this. But yeah, and so I think it is a nice scene that Matthias barely needs any convincing to be and stuff, because he's been trapped in there with the North Uldren for years now, and they were hostile. They weren't hostile. They weren't actually physically fighting each other anymore, but they were still suspicious of each other. So, and it's nice that he didn't just try and double down when he found out that he was on the wrong side. So, but yeah. And like I said, not much happens in this movie. I would say Elsa being frozen is probably the biggest conflict thing. But and I guess right here, but even the rock spirits get calmed by having Anna destroy the bridge, having them destroy the bridge. So.
Yeah.
And then even this, I kind of think I personally would have liked it more if they just because the entire point was that Arendelle had to be destroyed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's penance. I think it would have actually been more impactful if they did that.
Yeah, like a dragon. How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. Kind of, and
the reason they didn't though was, along with the whole bridge idea, and also partly could be there's a couple generation of people there now, and can't be blaming all of those people when some of them weren't even alive during the time that the spirits got enraged.
Yeah, that is the point, is that it was the past. It wasn't the people that is currently living there, and it's about obviously the whole story is about forgiveness and everything like that, and also owning up to your mistakes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's a great scene. It's Anna's big moment in the film, so obviously was in it. And then the last clip is just the ending, where so Elsa decides she's gonna stay because she's a spirit, and so she's gonna stay in the woods, and then Anna is declared Queen of Arendelle, so there's peace between them, and there's a bridge between the spirits and humans and everything like that. So yeah,
I just have to wonder what they're gonna do for the third movie, because it's been announced. So
I don't know.
There's a third?
I guess there's gonna be a third.
What?
I don't know what they're gonna do, because the first movie they had that the guy wanted Elsa's powers.
Yeah.
I think that was
he wanted Arendelle, so he was going.
He wanted the crown, basically.
Oh, he wanted the crown. Oh, I thought he wanted Elsa's.
No, so the first one.
No, it's because he's born of a huge family, and he ain't nowhere near the top to get a crown. So he's like, I gotta go out and find me someone I can manipulate, take their crown.
Yeah. So he was gonna marry Anna, and then kill Elsa so that he'd become king, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
There's room for it's going to be very predictable if they do it. So far, Frozen has had a very unique feeling to it compared to other Disney films and other movies in general. I don't know if that's just me. So I don't know what they're going to do for the third one that's not going to be predictable, because the obvious next step would be there's someone that knows about the spirits and wants to hone all their powers. Obviously, you can't really hone Gale. But like the
Yeah.
lizard, Elsa, and the rock spirits can all be used.
Captured.
Captured,
Used,
yeah. Gale not so much. Because it's just
No.
wind.
I have no clue what they would do for a third. Like I said, well, because of my opinion, this movie was not necessary. Like, Frozen,
Yeah, no, we
stood
didn't
on
need
their own. We didn't need it. It's still a great movie, and I love it. But, like,
Yeah.
it was not necessary, so...
Yeah, I'm glad I got it.
Yeah, so, like, a third movie, I have no clue what they would do. Seeing as how...
Yeah.
I don't,
They could probably do like The Little Mermaid, how she got married at the end of her movie. She does have a kid, and
That would be cool.
like her kid went on her own like kind of adventure. So I don't know if Anna and Kristoff could have a kid, and like maybe the spirits are in the mood to bless another kid with powers. So
With
this
fire.
can, I don't know, could be something like that.
That would be
Because
cool.
Anna
That
did
would
save the spirits, ultimately.
Could be a kid,
I will-
definitely.
I will say, so have you guys have heard the soundtrack, obviously. Do you know about the bonus songs?
No.
You do not know about the bonus songs. Wolfie, do you know about the bonus songs?
Is there a title for these songs?
There is. So there were cut songs from this movie. The only one that is notable, like the only one that I care about, and that was notable and should have been in this movie, is a song called "Get It Right." You guys know that song?
Sounds familiar.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm gonna need to hear this.
So we'll listen to it after the stream because obviously I don't want to get hit
Yeah.
with more copyright.
Yeah.
But so this entire song is basically Kristoff trying to propose to Anna.
Yeah.
And so it's him trying to get it right on how to propose.
Oh,
It's
yes!
like, yes, that song should have been in this movie. I don't know why they didn't do it, but whatever. Like, because it's like the best song in the whole series, in the song, like the thing. So
Yeah.
it's kind of weird that they didn't add it. Yeah, the soundtrack. So, but yeah. Sweet. Are we ready for words bubble up like soda pop?
Yeah.
So I think
We'll do my side first.
yeah, we can do yours first. I will
Alright.
make sure.
My
I did
one's pretty quick. I don't have too much.
I did
Although I'm living
remove.
out, so.
I did remove that other account, so hopefully I can't dox myself anymore. So I will be taking
make
that
sure.
out of the freaking recording of this.
Let me just make sure that all of these clips are shared. Pretty sure they all are. Restricted.
Yeah, I can try and see if I can open this.
This movie, I haven't watched many anime movies, so I can safely say this is my favorite. Okay, no, I've watched Bubble. I think Bubble might just overtop this, but man, this is at least my
Oh, I have heard this song.
Did they get it right? Okay, good.
Sorry, I looked it up on YouTube, and I was like,
No,
as soon
you're
as it
totally
said a
fine.
specific part, I'm like, I remember all this on freaking TikTok. People were obsessed with this part.
Yeah.
It's the best song, and they didn't add it.
It's really good.
Right, it should have been in the movie.
It should have been, because it's so
Alright.
cute, because it's it, and I love the ending where it's frickin' Anna is the one that still proposes, and frickin' stuff. I don't know. They should have added it, but they did not. So only
That
two of the
would've been
clips
so
aren't working.
cute.
Alright. Ready
Oh,
if
I
you
got
are
them all.
trick?
Yep. Okay. I just checked.
I
all.
did
That should be good.
share all of the things, so we should be good.
Cool. Yes. Cool. So Cars is the first one.
Yes.
Do you just
sorry.
have?
Wait,
do
sorry.
you
I
have?
haven't started the clip yet.
Oh, okay. Is it just
What were you
Cars,
saying?
the Disney movie?
No, just put the
Okay.
entire Cars Disney movie and we just do that instead. So,
I'm gonna click play on it. So.
okay, you can click that. You can click play, and then just put it on loop, just to have something on in the background. So like this one was very, this is just very simple. I just wanted to talk about the, because it's quite clear they probably use some sort of random generator to generate all of these cars here. There are some models that you can see, like this is obviously a 3D model set. You can quite easily tell this is CGI. And like I actually wanted to not comment on like, oh, the randomness is so bad. It's like you can see the same car every freaking second. There's like 3 of the same car in every frame or whatever. I wanted to say like they did extremely well with the randomizer. Like
Yeah.
I actually had to look for car. Like the only car that was, to be fair, it just stands out is a red minivan. That is the only, like the most standout car that I could find that repeated multiple times.
Yeah, and I see that, and that's only because it's so big. Like that's the only reason.
And obviously it's red as well.
But
like, there's a lot of other cars here, and they don't repeat that often. So I need to just commend. Like I know they're not watching this right now, but like I would commend them. Just that, they've made so many different car models. I would argue that there's at least 10 to 12 car models, from minivans, SUVs, and sedans, and hatchbacks, that are scattered in this car park. And I just like wanted to talk about the fact that like I could barely notice that they were randomized. They weren't randomized. Like a lot of people will take the easy shortcut and just get the computer to randomize it, but I'm almost convinced that someone sat through, like besides the stuff that's further in the back, everyone would randomize stuff like that. But like in the foreground, I genuinely believe that these guys actually sat through and made sure that cars didn't repeat that often, so that it didn't just look like a really bad PS1 game. No?
Yeah. No,
so yeah, I just
wanted
to talk about that, and I think it was just a really cute scene of, I don't know if cute is the correct word, but I just like, it was a nice scene to start off the movie. It was like calming. Gave a good thing of where everything, well, most of the movies would be taking place. So I just thought that was cool. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has anything.
No, I think that is a good observation. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So you guys discuss the next couple clips. I'll be back. You got this, I believe.
Sure. All right. Okay. What was this clip here? I'm imagining you're probably going to be watching my stream then, if you haven't been already. Unless you want me to start my virtual camera and you can see it on Discord.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, you can do that. Let me just change to that screen. Oh no, Spotify keeps getting thing. Oh wait, yeah, my camera's taken out. Oh gosh, my heart stopped and I just pressed turn on camera. Okay, you see this?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll just open up Blender. Okay. If I go like this. All right. So I just chose this scene because I just loved the motion in this entire sequence of events here. Just the way he moves, well, the way everything moves is just so fluent, and it's just I can't really say much else because like you can only like I could describe it obviously, but when you see it, it's just I just love just everything about the scene, just how fluent everything is. Like, and it goes on for such a long time as well. I like when I watched this, I was like, oh my gosh, is this going to be the way the entire movie is animated? just because it's so good. A lot of the movies animated like this, but this was the fastest motion, the one squiggly. Um, I just Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the scene and just how fluent the motion is. I don't know what the um, frames per second is on all of these. Um, but just yeah, I think all of this was just super thing. And then I obviously needed to talk about his glasses bubbling up like soda pop. Um, I mean, it was so obvious. It's such a obvious thing that it's a reference to the name of the movie and obviously the high Q at the end.
Yeah.
But it's something you don't expect. Like these guys put in some random moments that you wouldn't expect something named bubble up like soda pop. You'd see there's some other points here that I do also have for moments like that. Where I'm sure you remember. It sounds like you have watched it.
Yes, I did. It was
Yeah,
very cute.
yeah. I'm sure you remember there's other parts that also things bubble up like soda pop that realistically, like outside of I just noticed that guy's face there. Wouldn't you? Sorry, I gone with that guy. Um, just don't you wouldn't usually be described as bubbling up like soda pop, and they just made it bubble up like soda pop, and um I love it. I can't say much else other. um yeah, I don't know if you have anything more to say about this scene.
I just not really liked how kind of wacky crazy it was him just skating through the whole mall with the cardboard cutout for the friend.
Mm.
And then yeah, the squiggly part because that was a far drop and his legs are probably feeling it.
Yeah, I know that was also I would imagine in a lot of films. You were here for Skate the Infinity, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, there were so many parts in Skate of the Infinity that should have really not damaged, but that should have happened in that movie, of high jumps and stuff like that. That didn't, and I yeah, you're right. It was great to see it in this to say, yep, that was a bit too big of a jump for this guy. Yeah, I don't know. You're right. It's such a goofy
It
scene.
is.
This entire
It's
scene
like
is
the
just so
whole
nice.
movements, he's like all over the place.
Mm.
And then even with the people that were chasing him, they're like jumping way overboard from where they're trying to get to and stuff like that.
Yeah. I can't even remember where the cutout head got chopped off. I can't remember. I don't know if it's out of this clip. I might be because I
It
think it
probably
restarts on.
is.
Yeah, yeah. Because I don't actually remember how it got cut off. It was definitely somewhere at this point because we just saw it there with a full cutout. Um.
It could either be when he crashed into his friend or it
Oh
was just
yes.
completely off a scene that we had seen. Because I do remember that his friend was upset that he got the head cut off. But
Yeah.
even I don't remember when that happened. I wasn't paying too close of attention on the
Hmm.
cardboard to see if the bumping in scene, if that was what could have been it or something different.
Yeah, the same. I didn't pay much attention there, but I think you're right. It must have been when he bumped into Cherry Blossom or Cherry.
Yeah.
All right, I think we can move on to the next one. I'm surprised after all that, Trey still isn't back. I was goofy. But yeah, no, we can definitely go to the next one. If it can go through. Oh yeah, here's the next scene that I was referring to. Same thing as well.
I
Bubbling up. Oh, yeah!
Welcome back.
Just move to the next
We're
clip.
on the
You missed
next
one
clip
clip.
now. We just
Which
moved,
one is
so
it?
you're great.
Only on the second one, or what's it called?
I can't remember what it's called.
Is it the one that says like soda pop?
No, that's the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, with cherry all fluffed
What
out.
is this one called? I'm not gonna find it. Smooth like butter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Smooth like butter.
Oh, then I was playing it. I played it once while I was gone.
Right. So you're seeing it now?
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
loading it up right now.
Sorry?
I'm loading it up right now.
Oh, you're
I'm not sure, so it's all good.
Oh, we can just spend 2 minutes because me and no, Wolfy, we spoke about it for like, I think we spent like 3 or 4 minutes on this one clip.
On the smooth like butter?
Yeah.
Or the... Okay.
The whole skate
So it's
scene.
just... Yeah, the skating scene. That's pretty cool.
You're watching it now?
Yeah, I just put it on right.
Yeah, I just was saying that the motion in it is just so well made, and like you get to see every little movement that he makes. Like you can very tell
Yeah.
it's not 60 FPS, but yet it still captures every single motion that he gets, and it's just so smooth and fluid. And I love every second of this.
Well, and I'm noticing, like, some of this, some of, like, the movements you see more in, like, American animation instead of Japanese animation. Like, some of the, I feel like normal, like, American cartoons, like, some of the skateboarding kind of looks that way.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, we'll go to that part. Okay. So...
Yeah.
Like some of the movements that he's done kind of seem like more inspired by American cartoons more than how anime has
Oh
done
yeah,
it.
like definitely. But still, just
yeah.
like we like, I mean, even compared to something like Skate the Infinity, like we didn't like sure we got like all of the cool sliding moves and stuff like that, but like in terms of like seeing every single movement by by Snow and Ricky. We didn't get as smooth a motion compared to, well, not smooth, it's fluid, and like we get to see every little step that he takes kind of motion.
Yeah. And that's a budgetary thing. I'm sure if they really, if they had the budget for it, they definitely could have done that.
Oh yeah.
But this being a big movie and stuff like that, kind of sounds.
But I mean, we didn't see much else of this sort of fluid movement throughout the movie. Like when I watched this, I actually was like, "Gosh, is the whole movie gonna be like this? That's gonna be so cool." Although it was still like a really pretty movie.
Yes, it was very pretty. I always like movies that have a bunch of color and stuff instead of it just trying to be like one. I'm putting it on the next clip.
Oh, in the next clip.
Just saying that. Yes. Since.
Sorry, you're kind of soft.
The. Oh, sorry. I was moving my mouth away from the mic. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is the part where he does his first haiku with her.
Oh, we're on the next clip. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah. While you were gone, I was also saying that like I loved how this movie was making things like you saw at the beginning of the clip, the guy's glasses bubbling up like soda pop, and now the lights throughout the scene were bubbling up like soda pop. I just like it's such a stupid like thing, but it's just like it's such a nice touch to me personally. Like I loved like hearing the little like ting, 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 I loved hearing that, and just I just enjoyed seeing those little moments of soda pop throughout the movie, even though it's like such a minor thing, and like a lot of other studios do stuff like that, but I can't be mad at it because it's so nice. I just love seeing stuff like this. I mean, there's so little you can do with a movie name like Words Bubble Up like Soda Pop. So any chance that you can get to make stuff bubble up like Soda Pop, I want to see it all. I want to see every single one. So that's all that I wanted to speak. I don't know if anyone else has anything about this entire scene. I just want to speak about that. I mean,
sadly, all the clips that you have don't have audio for us, but
oh yeah, no, I just wanted to do that. I made sure the subtitles were on.
So, yeah, subtitles are on, so that's all good. But like when we go over to my clips, this scene is in there.
Okay.
So we'll actually be able to hear the effect.
Okay. Yeah, the only reason why I didn't put it was because as you keep saying copyright, so I thought, okay, let me leave the subtitles in, and then we know what they're saying, and then then we can keep the video in for the most part.
It's fine. I just
you'll just suffer
I
with
just
it.
lower it's fine. I mean I don't actually I haven't gotten any like claims against it. I've just been get restrictions.
Oh.
So but
No.
so yeah.
Let's go to the next
we'll
one.
go to the next clip. The polar opposite.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite clips just because there's so much depth to this. I loved this clip so much because like there's some obvious points where like she's looking up, he's looking down, they're polar opposites. She's wearing a mask, he's wearing headphones, polar opposites. And then there's just like other parts like here where he's posting something, she's reading the post, polar opposites. She's recording, he's watching, polar opposites. There's like dark, light. The liking part, I'm not entirely. I can't think of the polar opposite part of that. And there was another part as well that when it loops through again, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'll have to watch it again.
I do like it. It's very nice.
I mean, like another.
I didn't actually.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't actually like catch that they're doing like polar opposite stuff.
Yeah, when I noticed
actually...
it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to talk about this. And then like more polar opposites where like I'm just paused at 2-second mark here. Like the background scenery also has a bit of polar opposites where like right now in the current frame he's like in front of a building, she's up in like the open countryside. That's like residential versus field. And then the mall versus what looks like a lighthouse. I can't really think of much of polar opposite there. I mean, I guess really urbanized versus somewhat metropolistic. No, that's not it. What?
Metropolitan.
Suburban. There we go.
Okay.
I
mean, metropolitan also works.
Yeah.
You're doing that.
And then a very like lonely countryside at the 4-second mark, and then a very crowded area. There's so many polar opposites. I mean, like one of the smallest ones, but like it's very obvious. It's like black headphones and white mask. There's just so many polar opposites that it was just like crazy to see all of them. Like when you look into it and notice them, it's crazy the depth that they went into for something like this. And so, yeah, I just wanted to talk about just how much time was spent on all of those different polar opposites. They must have like sat down and thought through all of those. That was definitely not a mistake. So yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about that.
I think that was a great observation. Let's get through these last two clips real quick, and we'll go. That way we can get through. I know you have to go to bed, so let's get through these last two clips, and we'll go through the other clips real quick.
Okay. I don't know if you saw it
Yes.
there, like when you swap slides. I don't know if you can see it there.
I saw the Skyrim thing,
Yes.
and I did show that on.
Okay, great. Because I was just I couldn't help myself but think of that as soon as the sister. What I'm assuming is the sister. We don't actually really know their relationship.
They're sisters, yeah.
Finally awake. That just. I knew as soon as I saw those words, I was like, I know what I must do for the slideshow, and apparently that the picture I must have put behind the slide, but the video by mistake. But that wasn't the only reason why I put this here, not just for lollygagging. I also just wanted to talk about how much more was in this world that we like completely went over. Like, I mean, we all know from the movie that these three, again, I'm gonna call them sisters, are
They are sisters,
like,
yes. Sorry? They are sisters,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, sorry, I don't actually remember ever hearing them say sister or something like that. Like, because they do appear to be they're like idols, like Japanese idols. So, yeah, I just like there's so much more to like just looking at the room alone. There's so much more that could have been spoken over. Like there wasn't a need for it because the point of the movie was about the record and about Smile and Cherry and stuff like that. But I just wanted to point out that there was a lot more depth to these characters behind the scenes than let on. Like we got maybe about 20 to 30 minutes of screen time with the two sisters. But there was actually way more depth to them than just, hey, it's these two girl sisters. I mean, one of them was like a really computer nerd, and another one I can't even remember. I just wanted to talk about it because like the room alone shows that there's a lot more to them than just being sisters and being background characters. Like they have personalities behind just, hey, I'm her sister, you know? Alright, that's my point of this slide. I don't know if anyone has anything to add.
No, I think you got it. Like they do. There's a lot more than you see. I mean, I think one of them is like more into like beauty products kind of thing, and the other one is I think the younger one is the one that's more technical, like with all cause she's the one that they go to when they look for the phone, and then I think the older one is like more into beauty stuff or something like that. So
yeah.
But yeah. And then obviously we got the haiku.
Yeah. I mean, like I only have really one thing to say about this scene, and that is how we see like this is character growth, and like obviously it's character growth. I mean, like he's super shy right now and doing this, but also not only the shyness and then being able to like speak in front of an entire crowd. He's gone from saying that haikus don't need to be spoken, they just need to be written, to saying a haiku in front of roughly 100, maybe 150 people. And I thought that was also some, I don't know, side interesting character development that, although wasn't the point of the scene, it is also something taken to account that he did grow beyond just, hey, I'm in front of a crowd right now speaking. It's actually like my viewpoint has also changed a little bit on things. So I don't know. That was
Well, and the entire reason of that is because he realized that just because he was writing them down and like posting them, it doesn't mean that his point was being put across. Because obviously throughout this whole thing, you realize that he's making these haikus because he loves her or likes her and stuff. So, and even though she's like reading them, she doesn't realize that they're for her. Like especially the one about teeth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She doesn't like, even though he's writing them down, like all this, she's not like, it's not connecting that they're meant for her, and like it's him trying to obviously express his feelings towards her, So, so yeah, once he finally realizes, no, I need to actually say them, and that's what clicks. It finally makes it click in her head that, oh no, these are for me, and stuff like that. It's very sweet. Well, let's switch over to the other ones.
Yes.
Try and go as quickly as we can through that.
Yeah, we managed to get
Obviously,
through that
it's
pretty quickly. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
I thought that we'd be done in like 22. It was only 5-2 at that time.
Yeah.
So
So, just do that.
all right.
So, some of these are, like, 2 of these are the same. I do have the cast. I don't know if you guys already went over them. We'll go over 3 characters real quick. Right here, headphones guy. Name's Cherry. He's the guy that writes haikus. Wow, I keep on saying that. Haikus. It is not haiku. We're not playing volleyball. I said that multiple times because I watched this movie with my mother, and I kept on saying that. I don't know why. He's the one that writes haikus. He's very shy. He cannot really talk in public much. Yeah. The one next to him, the girl, is Smile. She is born with buck teeth. If you're an American, you know what buck teeth is because of the Fairly Odd Parents. She's the Timmy Turner of anime, okay? And so she's born with buck teeth, and she was very proud of her buck teeth as she was growing up, but as she grew older, she saw them as more of an imperfection. So she's trying to fix them, so she has braces on. But because she has braces on, she feels embarrassed by those, so she covers her mouth. She wears her mask to hide her braces and her buck teeth and stuff like that. So, and she is also, like we've already gone over, she's like an internet personality, so she has a ton of followers that follow her and everything like that. But she still feels insecure about her teeth and stuff like that. So she wears a mask. And the last character I want to go over real quick is the old man here. I believe his name was Mr. Fujiyama or something. It's very close to that. Sorry if that's wrong. But he plays a big significance in the story in that he is looking for a record, that's what he is holding, called Yamazakura. And throughout the entire movie, he's looking for this record because it's so important. Like, it's important to him. We'll go into why it's important to him later, but that is his big significance. He's looking for this record. Just keep that in mind. So, clip number 1. This is when Cherry bumps into Smile for the first time. So, this is the end part of that other clip.
Oh, and me and Mansu wouldn't be able to see where the cardboard's head gets cut off.
Yeah.
We were discussing it because we couldn't remember where the cardboard head gets cut off. We were trying to remember when, but I think we were about to find out. We both
also, I thought this was in the Japanese version. It is not. I guess we're listening to the American version. I watched this subtitle, so
I
watched this subtitle. But sorry, I know people sub, dub, whatever. I guess I accidentally picked a clip.
Not her
It
voice,
looked like it looked like subs were on when I did earlier, but all right. But yeah, so this is the end of the skateboarding section, where his name is Badger, but oh no, they bump into each other, or get rammed into each other, more like. And then obviously I chose this because it's the first time they're meeting.
Yeah.
And then... Oh no. Timmy Turner, is that you? she gets embarrassed, and of course, we have the good old-fashioned rom-com. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing when running away.
Didn't even show the head. Most people never
The
know where
what?
the head got cut off.
Yeah, it showed the what? Showed the what?
No, it's not broken there.
No. You know the head got cut off of the cardboard cutout of the idol?
Oh, that's a scene after this.
Yeah, we thought it was here. We can't remember exactly what happened, so we were hoping it was here.
But also, I just want to bring up the fact: who wants to bet? Baby bets. Who's gonna win? I want to.
Oh,
This is just a stupid thing. Baby races. Place your bets. I don't know why. This just made me laugh with the babies racing.
I love
When are we bringing in? When are we bringing in Baby Fight Club? I like that.
Oh my goodness.
Baby Fight Club. Baby Fight Club.
Oh, there he
But,
goes
yeah,
in with
no.
the rattlestick thing.
The rattle. Yeah. Okay. But that's just them.
I'm just gonna go.
But that's just them. That's just them meeting each other. So obviously it's cute, and it's kind of. This is also another one.
You're funny
This
how
is
they
just the
mix up
longer
their
version.
phones. It's like there is a
Yeah, so that's when-
difference, even though they're like same color. Hers has stars on it, and hers is
Yeah.
also only has the phone
Yeah.
and not a book added. So I would think in her hand
Yeah,
you could
that's-
feel
It'd be
how
thicker.
much thicker it is than
Yeah.
what she's used to.
I know. Yeah, we came up. We were saying the same thing when I was watching it with my mom. We're all like, she would know. Like,
Look at how much thicker it is! You can actually see how
know.
thick it is!
It's a whole book in there
Ah.
with a phone.
yeah.
I'm
That's-
surprised you
I-
didn't
I-
notice like there's no stars on her case.
Yeah. I did get on to the next clip, just so you know.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. But no, you're totally right. Like, she just does not know somehow. It's kind of weird.
Too embarrassed by her buck teeth having been exposed.
Yeah. And so, but I'm starting the second book now. Just it's the scene again. It's the one that you were showing with
Yeah.
the. But we can hear the sound effect this time. Just
Wait, I
fucking
don't know. Love the sound effects.
I believe after the second clip, the rest are all in the subtitles. So I do agree. I think for this one, the subtitles or the sub was better. So
Oh, his voice sounds so. No. No.
nothing against the voice actors.
No.
That did this for the English. Just this one, I think works better. I think especially with haikus, they sound better in Japanese than they do in English.
That, and also I think that the reason why I'm feeling like so off about it is the fact that he sounds way older than he looks, like in the English version at least. It sounds like the
Yeah.
voice actor's like 30, and
I think the sub did a very good job. They seemed exactly like their age. She sounds like she was part of Winx Club. I just caught that. What? The
My
4 Kids
goodness.
Winx Club. She sounded like that voice actress for a second there.
But also,
It's not. No, it's not.
your voice. Yeah, because I think your voice is cute.
so, no, just turn it back on again. Just because it sounds so much older.
Mm-hmm.
They're just so cute together.
They are. Master. But that is a very sweet scene.
Yeah.
First time he reads a haiku.
I think it's
to her
such
and
a
stuff,
nice
so.
way to introduce characters to each other. Like that was like I don't know. Like that's the only thing that I can think to say about this scene. It just felt like such a nice way to introduce the characters to each other.
Yeah. So, the next, going on to the next clip, it's what is this? It's the same scene that you guys. This one is in the Japanese version, so.
Oh, it's the opposite scene.
Yeah. So this is like two scenes in one. This is going to be. This is what that. Yeah. So this is the first time that he like follows her and stuff like that. So.
Two awkward teenagers being all cutesy.
And the parents.
The little like music within the background's also really cute. It's just like
Yeah.
it's nothing like big. Just very subtle, which is nice. Which I think that's a lot of this movie is like I said, the plot wise nothing big happens. Like, well, there is one big thing that happens, but it's not like life ending or anything like that. And
I will say also like all the haikus being like, there's a scene and then you'll see a haiku and then it goes back to the actual movie.
Yeah.
Ever since he met Cherry, they get more, or they met each other, they get more and more about her, and I like that detail.
it is very nice.
Actually,
So,
I noticed that.
So now it should have cut over to
The disc.
so after they walk around and stuff. Yes, it's the disc. So this is the record that that Mr. Fujitora, I believe his name is. I'm not entirely sure. That he's been looking for. This is the record he was looking for. And they finally find it. So he owned a record shop, and he's been looking for this record for so long. And they look around the whole record shop. They can't find it. And then Cherry, the night before, so Cherry's moving away. I guess that's an important point that we should talk about. And he hasn't told Smile. But so he's packing up like his room and stuff, and he moves like this big like furniture or whatever, and he finds that he book like one of his haiku dictionaries behind it. And so while they're cleaning out the record shop trying to look for this record for Mr. Fujitora, which I'm still going to call him that because I don't know, he's all like, they couldn't find the record, and he's all like, oh, there's this old refrigerator, what are the chances? So he moves the refrigerator, and there it is, the record that he's been looking for is finally found. And so they're all very excited and everything like that.
Yeah.
Smiles holding on to it. That's like, they just found it just a second ago, and they're trying to set up a speaker so that they can hear it. So we'll go to clip 4, because this is like immediately. One second, my settings all got fucked with.
It's just made my whole everything fall into the ground.
Yeah.
I just know as soon as she said it was wavy, I was like, don't do it. Please don't do it.
I know.
It's like,
It's like, get a hairdryer, please.
it's like anything but put pressure.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
And then the fact when she got nervous, she made it even worse.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, okay, so catch people back up. If you don't know, they were looking for a record. They finally find it. Smiles holding on to it, but notices it's warped. And so she presses down on it. Not the smartest thing, but we're in the generation where people don't even know, some kids don't even know what a record is, so so she might not have realized it at the time, so which sucks, but and sadly it shatters.
The expressions on her during this whole part.
Yeah, I love just the look of
just the look and everything. And so we'll go to clip 5 because once again we are kind of speedrunning this.
Yes.
But it's Fujiyama. I was close. Okay, so the reason why we haven't got into why he's looking for this record is because this is going to show basically why he is looking for this record. So, as it turns out, throughout this whole movie, you find out that this was a limited record. It was very limited, and it was done by his wife. His wife was a singer-songwriter who died young, sadly, and she recorded a record, but it was very limited. And so they finally find another copy of it, because it turns out that they had turned the record into a clock at the retirement center that all these old people, it's like this center where you can bring elderly during the day so that they can walk around the mall and stuff like that and get taken care of. And it turns out that the record is there. And so in this moment, Mr. Fujiyama, when he's... I should explain that throughout the movie when he's asked, why is he looking for this record, what's so important about it, he says, I don't want to forget, I want to remember. And then we find out it is his wife's record. This is the moment where he finally gets to hear his wife speak or sing again after so many years. And so
it's so sad.
it is very sad. And as it turns out, Mr. Fujiyama's wife also had buck teeth. So, and
I have a film theory about that. I think that his wife and Thing's father are siblings. That's just one of my conspiracy theories. There, one of my film theories. I don't know if anyone else has that. I'm pretty sure everyone else has that. But it's just something that I was like, the dad has. This isn't just her. This is the dad as well. This isn't just Smile. The dad has buckets. I'm wondering if those two are siblings. That's just.
Well, I mean, buck teeth is just a trait. It is a common. It's not. It's rare, I guess, but it's not necessarily.
Yeah, it's not genetic.
It's not that rare. Well, it would be genetic because. It's. Well, yeah, it's.
Is it genetic? I don't actually know if it is genetic.
It should be.
It should be. This sounds weird.
I mean, yeah, because it's a trait you pass on, so. I don't think you can really. So. But obviously, this is just a very sweet moment. Obviously, he finally gets to remember his wife,
and what she sounds like and stuff. And God, it's a very, if you haven't seen this movie, highly recommend it, obviously.
Oh, highly.
And because it's not even 2 hours, I don't think. So it's like if you got time and you want just a nice sweet.
1.5 or 1 hour 40.
Yeah. So if you want just a sweet story, come and watch it. But obviously that leads into the last clip. So we'll go to the last clip right now.
Whole confession.
Which is the whole confession. Again, this time we'll hear it. But obviously one of the biggest things about the record, as you probably saw, it had the picture of his wife on it, and she's proudly smiling with her buck teeth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but another thing that I always love, I love when a show or movie like ties in the title into the show or movie somehow, and I love that this is like him doing haikus. He even says words bubble up like soda pop and stuff like that. And mind you, I am very stupid, so I don't understand the meaning. A lot of the meanings to these haikus, I do think they sound pretty. But
well, I think the first one he said, "Hey sunflower," is pretty much her because she's such a bright and like
cheery
outgoing person.
Yeah.
And then she was the first one to call him cute. So he's like, I asked in my dictionary what the definition of cute was. It's like, I remember that one.
And Yamazakura obviously means...
it's a bucktooth. It's like a bucktooth person, if I remember.
Oh, wait, yeah, bucktooth, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that one tied in at the end.
And there's the standee.
Like, I think that was the reason the wife also named the record Yamazakura.
Yeah, because she was very proud. Like she didn't hide her buck teeth and stuff. So, but yes.
Yeah, all his haikus have some sort of meaning. Because I think another one
do.
was they met on a specific day. One of the haikus was exactly that, the day they met.
Okay.
And then he tied in the word cute for like other stuff too.
Her just smiling, taking off her mask and smiling. And so, yes. And spoiler alert, it's not shown in the clips, but if you watched all the way through the credits, you saw them kiss. So, if you did watch all the way through the credits...
Oh, yes, I saw that, yes.
It's only in the shadows, but they do get to kiss. They do kiss, just like Mr. Fujiyama and his wife.
And you know it's them because you see the mask at the heads in the background.
Yes. And so... But yeah, no. Very sweet movie. Great
movie.
It is a very great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. Everybody has probably a Netflix or has stolen one, so who cares? Go and give this a watch. It's a very great movie. But yeah, once again, so weird that it was paired up with Frozen 2 because both of these movies have the thing of not much happens, but it's a great story. So, but yeah. So yeah, I think that's all that we got for those. So I will now let me bring up the wheel to see what we're doing for group 2.
Oh yeah, let me get your stream up so that I can see what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, just one more.
Oh, and I should probably if you were not around for Phoenix's and Nina's one episode where they did Frozen 2 and Corpse Bride, I did spin the wheel, and we do already have Group 1's picks, which was the live-action Death Note. That's on Netflix.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding!
Nope, we were doing the live, which was picked by our very own Madman, local Madman.
That adds up.
And then and then the second one was my pick, and we are doing the first season of Psych. If you guys have
What is that?
Wait,
I will-
wait, are you talking about us now?
No, this was for
His
group
second
one.
pick for group
So
one.
Psych is this is not an anime or anything like that. It is a so it's a detective story, kind of.
Oh.
So I'll bring up. We'll watch those two trailers, and we're gonna watch the two trailers for what we're getting right now. So let me spin the wheel. We'll figure out what we're doing for.
Do you have it set on stream? It doesn't look like...
I don't have it yet. I'm opening up the. I was
Oh,
opening
you're
up
still
the thing. So.
Okay, no problem.
But we
Just
will.
worried that I couldn't see it.
So there we go. We got the thing. So I'm gonna spin. So we'll spin for group
I can't
2
see it on
stuff.
stream.
Okay, I only just unhit it, so give it a second.
Oh, okay.
So the first thing is, ooh, that's cool. So we got Phoenix. He chose The Thing. So I guess we're doing The Thing, which is cool because I've never seen that movie, the horror. So this is I believe this is the John Carpenter's The Thing, which is cool because
Yeah,
I've
still not
never.
showing on stream.
Oh, weird.
I don't think you have the source set up.
I should have it. It should be open.
Like, the stream's fine, it's just, like, it's white.
Oh, it is? That's weird.
Yeah.
There.
Man, I know the stream's still working, but I can see my character.
Is it working now? 'Cause
So just... Oh, there we go! Yay!
okay. So,
Okay, The Thing. So this is for group 2.
yes, so we got The Thing.
Okay.
Got that choice. And then the next one is. Yeah. It does it with the wheel. Miso's Star. Oh, we're watching Star Wars The Phantom Menace, it looks like.
Yeah, let's go!
Oh my goodness.
Star Wars The Phantom Menace. Okay. That's actually an interesting pick.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, no, that's good. So we got those two for next week. So we'll watch the trailers for all that. Let me just real quick do that so that I don't do anything bad. YouTube. Alright, so we'll watch the trailers for the live action Death Note, Psych.
Oh, you do it now.
Yes, we'll do that
Okay.
right now, and then we watch the. Okay, and we'll cut it after we're done with the trailers, so it's all good. If
Show it
the
on stream? I'm a little worried.
I do it. I just started doing that, so.
Which one is this? 2011?
It should be the Netflix one.
That doesn't help much. Universal? That's... No, that's it.
It'd be nice if my computer was just working. I don't know what's going on with it.
I can't see... There's nothing... I can't see anything.
Yeah, I don't have it. I haven't opened it up or anything yet. I just put that real quick.
What was the other one? The thing on Star Wars Phantom Menace.
Yes.
Let's do that since we will be
Well, I know which live action Death Note. Live action Death Note. Where? is. Here, I'll send you the link to the live action Death Note.
Oh wait, is that our one? I thought that was group 1.
Yeah, we weren't able to show them last time, so I'm doing group 1 and group 2s now, so that everybody can see it. So. Nothing incriminating me. Oh, okay, cool. Are you able to see my screen on the thing?
I'm watching it on my.
Alright.
You mean before?
On this, it should be on the stream.
No.
It should be. It says that it's recording. I don't know what. Well, I could see it.
White screen.
You just see the red screen? What the fuck?
Yeah, we see all the red stuff that you have. Is it supposed to be like a theater?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sort of that.
Is it really just not showing? It shows that it's showing on my screen. That's so weird. What the hell? All of a sudden.
Oh, there we go. It just popped on.
It just popped on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must be lagging very badly or something, who knows. I did press play, by the way, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
30 seconds. I don't know who it is.
But this looks so bad.
It's so bad.
It looks so bad. The only thing I'm
I
happy.
remember everyone was hating on this one.
The only thing I'm happy about is frickin' Willem Dafoe being Ryuk. Like, that's the only thing I'm excited about, hearing Willem Dafoe as Ryuk. I don't know why.
Which one's Ryuk?
The Shinigami. It's the Shinigami.
Oh.
One with the spikes on his back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I like the actor that plays L, if I remember correctly.
So, is the one that's like looks like an assassin, is that supposed to be L?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like L, because I know who... Like, I like the actor that plays L. Because he's in the new Haunted Mansion.
Oh.
So, he plays the lead in that.
If
It'll be a fun
Definite...
bad watch. It'll be a nice, like, bad watch,
Yeah,
I
it'll be
think.
very funny. I'm gonna try my hardest to come up with good things to say about it.
I'll try my best. We could show. It's fine. I think we can get away with saying it's not going to be great.
Oh no, I think everyone hates on it. I think although I think people say that the Death Note live action is the best anime live action thing.
Alright, so this should be...
That's not to say that it's good, it's just the best one.
This is just, I guess, for the show, or whatever, but... I'll describe what Psych is.
Alright, should we watch Phantom Menace's trailer?
We will.
Yeah.
I'm just putting on...
Okay.
I just have Psych going real quick. And then we'll do... Yeah. that's Psych. The trailer didn't do a good job of explaining it. So basically, what Psych is, it follows this guy named Sean Spencer, and since he was young, he was trained how to be very observant, and he's able to he has the thing where he can whatever he sees, he can memorize instantly, and stuff like that. But one day, he's going to be arrested for a crime that he did not commit. So to basically not get arrested, he lies and says he's psychic. And so he becomes what is called a psychic detective. And so him and his best friend solve crimes as psychic detectives, and basically have to hide that he's not actually psychic and stuff like that. It's a good comedy.
Yeah.
So each week is a new. It's a week. Each week it's a new, or each episode it's a new case and stuff like that. It's very funny. It's a good buddy a buddy show, and the bit one of my favorite things is, I like both of them. Sean is played by James Rodriguez, and then his best friend Gus is played by Dule Hill, who, if you have you guys seen Holes, the movie Holes?
Yes.
He is Sam. Dule Hill is Sam, the guy that says I can fix that.
Oh, no way.
So he plays Gus, the best friend, and he's in every episode of this show. This is a great show. This is my. I watched. This came out in 2008. Me and my family watched it. So I was 8 years old during this, and we watched it weekly. So this is when had to watch shows fucking weekly. Old man as I am, and so, but it's really good. It's on Peacock. I think you can watch it for free on Peacock. So we're doing the first season of that for Group 1. And then let's see, what did we just do? The Thing. I'm assuming he means the original 1982 The Thing. I never asked, so I guess I'm pulling up that trailer.
Alright, but I should be going to bed now. I thought.
Okay. Yes. Have a good night. Weird. Here, wait.
Alright.
You want to plug your stuff real quick, real quick, and then you can head out, and then we'll watch less. Plug your socials, your channels, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'm on at Real Weird Dude on Twitter, and just at Weird Dude on YouTube. Still waiting to post stuff. Oh, Wolfie, thank you. Oh, I need to change that. That's a very old follow thing. I still need to do that, and it's I think it's at Weird Dude on TikTok as well. So I'm gonna soon enough post there. I'm just gonna, as I said, I get home and I just want to potato. So when I do post TikTok, but I will get to it soon. But thank you for having me once again.
Yeah, of course, always. Whenever you guys want to come on.
Next week, I guess, because of One Piece.
Yep, we got One Piece next week, so I'll see you then. So have a good night. Thank you for coming.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll watch the last two trailers, and then I think we'll call it. Yeah, that good with you, Wolfie?
Yeah.
Sweet. Sorry, it was so many technical errors and
oh, it's perfectly fine.
So I've never seen this movie. Have you?
The Thing?
The Thing.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. I know.
I think I may have seen it once, but I vaguely remember anything in it.
The most I've seen is probably the kill count from Dead Meat, which is a great channel if you love horror movies. Watch that. Just plug in that YouTube channel because that's great. But yeah, I've never actually seen this, but it has Kurt Russell in it, I believe. That's what his name is, right?
Possibly.
I believe
I'm
that
bad
is
with
his name.
actors' names.
Yeah. I think it's Kurt Russell. Nah, yeah. But I all I know is that it's it's a masterpiece from John Carpenter, who also did Halloween. It's like one of his. So, all I've heard is ever good things about it. So, I am excited, and it's our first horror movie that we've done. So, that'll be cool. So, we got one more trailer to watch. One more trailer to watch, and that will be it for today. The Phantom Menace. Interesting choice.
I never watched any of the Star Wars, so I'm gonna be a little confused.
Okay. Because this is technically the fourth movie. Even though it says
episode. Okay.
It's technically the fourth one, even though it says episode 1. So, I mean, chronologically, like, story-wise, this is the first one. But when it was made, this was the fourth one. It's very weird. Okay. George Lucas is very weird and didn't want to do it in order, so... So, yeah. So, episode 4 is the first movie. Episode 5 is the second. Episode 6 is the third. And then this one is the fourth. Well, so I think this is like I can't hear me. Well, that's all right. I guess it does have Samuel L. Jackson in it, so I mean that's a plus.
Does it?
Yeah. And also Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor's great. And I believe that's Natalie Portman. So it has a great cast for it, but that also is not what they use CGI on Yoda. That's not what he looks like in the movie now.
Mm-hmm.
This must be like a very early trailer or something, because that's not what he looks like in the movie. But yeah. The Phantom Menace. Yeah. So this is the fourth movie, but it's
interesting set of movies.
Yes, it's the start of the second trilogy, which is the prequel to the first trilogy. It'll not make sense when we watch it. It's gotten, like, ever since the third trilogy happened, people have liked this, like, have found a nice, like, regard to this trilogy and that enjoy it. I do too. It's a good trilogy, but it'll be an interesting watch, I should. So, and especially if you have not seen it for the first time. So, yeah. Sweet. We did it! We got through all that with all those technical errors and me doxing myself for a second. So, which I will be cutting out of the video when I do upload this. So, and I will find it on the Twitch file, probably. But, sweet. You could plug your stuff, of course, and then I think we'll call it. And, yeah.
It's very fun. I enjoyed both the movies.
I do too, but... So if you wanna plug your social stuff for people and all that, so I'm sure they follow you.
On Twitch, it's Wolf_girl9876, and then I think TikTok is WolfyGirl9876, Twitter WolfyVal9876. I can't keep a consistent one.
Well, that's all good. I mean, it happens. And it's nice to have different names, so. But yeah, sweet. That was fun. Thank you everybody for coming and watching. Sorry for all the technical issues, and I know that my stream was being all buggy, so I'll try and get all that fixed out for next time. But next week we have One Piece, so we're doing all the way through Arlong Park, which is like 43, 47 episodes. Come so come next week. We're going to go through a lot of them. We're going each one individually. We'll have more to say about some episodes than others. So, but if you enjoyed it, I hope you come back, follow, and everything. I'm just Trebon1, and